Of course, the big story that we continue to follow, because it's big in terms of just size and scope and the number of people involved here, the wildfires raging across the Boundary Waters Canoe area, 3 inside the Boundary Waters, more outside in the Superior National Forest, all to the kind of east-northeast of Ely. So we got an update today about the efforts, about an emergency order, peacetime emergency now, extending into well into the fall. Governor Walz speaking about that earlier today. I mean, look at this. This is from Sky Fox 9. So the update we got today is 17 active fires, 3 inside the Boundary Waters, 55,000 acres involved in this, leading to air quality alerts all across the state. Keith Marler was just showing us the smoke coming down towards the Twin Cities area and the dropping visibility levels, and we see that too in Ely. You'll see that here in just a moment. Let's see, we want to go to this map here. This is from Fire Watch, and so you get a better idea of where the fires are burning up there, quite a few of them. Some of them pretty large, some of them very small. What they said today is obviously focusing on those, the efforts here, on those that have the more immediate impact and threat to people, property, and public safety. Some of the other ones which are more remote, where there are no properties or people, they are sort of letting those burn at this point, but closely monitoring them to make sure that they don't grow in scope and become something that does pose a threat to people, property, and public safety. So pretty crazy situation up there. They don't expect this will be something that will be done dealing with until winter. I think right now we want to bring in Soyoung Kim, who has been in Ely. And Soyoung, just looking at the camera shot around you here, that says, picture painting 1,000 words for the amount of smoke, the visibility, the difference in the environment up there.
Yeah, Rob, that's exactly right. From when we last connected, we were in town in Ely. We moved a few miles north. Behind me is Garden Lake, and I don't know how much of it you're able to see, but it's blanketed in smoke. There's ash flying through the air, and the reason why we stopped here, I want to swing over to the road here and the bridge. This is the marker where the Lake County Sheriff tells me you can't go farther than this. This is Fernberg Road where you're looking at. The Lake County Sheriff says the closest fire of the more than dozens burning here in the general northern Minnesota area is the Camp Fire. Again, the largest fire is the Bear Trap Fire, and we're about 20 miles from that fire, and that's burned nearly 13,000 acres. And I don't know if we can maybe pick up a little bit of the ash that's accumulating on the ground here. Yesterday, we started seeing smoke come into town on Tuesday. On Monday, people in town told us they saw smoke plumes in and off into the distance, but they didn't really notice it in town. But right now, it's heavy. You can smell it in the air. You can clearly see it. It's very hazy. It's very smoky. Visibility is really low. And collectively, officials are calling these the July lightning events. In total, more than 55,000 acres are actively burning here. There are some evacuation orders both in St. Louis County and Lake County. Parts of Cook County is also on a prepare order as well. So officials are really urging everyone to stay alert to official communications as this ongoing threat continues. We know that Governor Walz extended that emergency declaration. So for now, everyone's kind of staying alert for potential evacuations. We see a lot of people coming up to this road closure with canoes, and they were prepared to go on an adventure, but they're being turned away at this point on Fernberg Road.
Yeah, so Young, tell me a little bit more about how that air quality, the visibility, et cetera, even the temperature has changed from yesterday to right now.
Yeah, yesterday we thought we kind of felt or saw a little bit of the smoke in the air, but right now we're not standing too far. This lake right here, Garden Lake, isn't too wide from where we are, but you can't clearly see the trees on the other side of this lake here. About an hour ago, maybe it was the time of day, I told you it felt a little bit cooler than it did when we were here in the afternoon yesterday. But I would say in the last half hour or so, the temperature has risen and it is starting to pick up a little bit. It is starting to feel a little bit hot again. We know the cooler temperature could be good news for the firefight. There were also some talks of precipitation potentially in the area, but for now officials haven't said that's a significant enough amount to really aid in the firefight at this point. We know a lot of the active fires, they're in real remote areas, combined with the dry conditions and the heat. It's been a really challenging firefight for the crews out there on the ground today.
One more quick thing I want to ask you before we let you go. You mentioned this last hour when we talked in the conversations that you've had with, whether it be outfitters or other folks around that area in the time that you've been there, and what is their mood like?
I think even with the residents and visitors, similar the businesses and outfitters here, there is a level of concern. Governor Walz and officials reiterated, thankfully at this point, no injuries reported and no people or property is under imminent threat, but people are on high alert. A lot of the outfitters, they've been busy on the phones the last couple days, fielding phone calls and also reaching out proactively to emergency contacts of visitors that they had in the Boundary Waters, in the wilderness area. Ely, I will say, restaurants, outfitters, they are open for business through this week, even though the Boundary Waters are closed until at least Friday. But everyone, it's a different protocol the last few days, a lot of phone calls. Everyone's top priority right now is safety for everyone in the area and involved.
Yeah,
Rob.
all right. Soyoung, thanks so much for the update up there. It's, again, a picture painting 1,000 words there, what's around you. Appreciate it.